okay, the doubt's going to be about something, right? On this page. Or maybe not. Tell me.
Swarna, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, I'm just going through what I've noted down. So I think stage, if you go up, go up. No, this with food and milk, son goes to the teacher. So would Bhojanam and Dugdham, would they take the Narayana, that instrumental with, would it be Bhojanena or was it?
Dugdhana.
So would that have that Ena or is it like Bhojanam Dugdham Saha?
No, it's the neuters are exactly the same as masculines. No difference.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Good
all
to
right.
know.
Thank you. And the other one, without horses, without the horses, there's no food.
Stage,
So,
which one?
the one just above, without the horses,
Stage 1, yeah.
there's no food. So we were just discussing, do we need to take that there literally, or can we just say Vina Ashwan, Bhojanam na bhavati?
Yeah, correct. So don't take it literally. What you just said, correct. Bhojanam na bhavati.
Yeah, so
There is no food.
Tatra bhavati or.
Yeah, no tatra, no tatra. Tatra is more like location.
Yeah.
There's no food here. Bhojanam
Yeah.
na bhavati.
Yeah.
Bhojanam nasti.
Nasti also correct.
Or Naiva Bhojanam, no? We learned that Naiva in the conversation today. No.
Put naiva for conversations, not yet.
All right. Okay. And the other one is
Sorry, same question, Andres. How,
Yes.
how do you say without the horses?
Horse, ashwaha,
Yeah, Ashwaha.
ashwanena,
Oh.
Or is it Ashwe without the horses?
It's
So won't it be an
ashwanena, and then vina.
we had it as Ashvaihi.
Ashwaihi. Without the
Ashwehi
horses.
Vina?
Vina, and then that's single, and then we know there's a dual, there's a dual and there's a plural. Ashwaihi vina,
Mm.
vina.
Mm.
Ashwaihi vina. Okay.
and the teacher speaks to the son about the stick. So because you gave danda in the bracket, so I think we should just translate it to dandam. Danda is just a
Yes,
noun.
because we learned spoken Sanskrit, it's just a new word.
Yep. All right.
Put a little M there at the end.
About the vocabulary, right? Dandam. Dandam.
And the horses. I think if we come to the translate. So if you come to the stage 3.
Yep. Stage 3.
Oh, sorry. Before you do that, with stage 2 there, we just with the Rama has a horse and village has a water has water. We just would have went back to basics with that one.
Goody. Rama has a horse.
So we just said
Rama.
Ramasya of Rama, a horse exists.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Ashwaha. And you can do asti or bhavati. I'm going to use bhavati.
Yeah, right.
Bhavati.
Yeah. Okay.
Village has water.
So gramasya
jalam bhavati.
Excellent.
Bhavati. Yep. Okay.
Stage 3.
Okay, now stage 3.
First one, Mrighabhyam Sahashvavatra Gacchataha. So is that Gacchataha or so if we split the Sandhi, Mrighabhyam Saha.
Yeah.
Ashwaha Atra Agacchataha.
Okay. What is ash? Wow. See this ow at the end? Au plus long A equals ava. This is Sandhi. So what it says
There's
is,
two
I'm
horses.
going to break it down.
Oh, the
here.
2 horses and the 2 with the 2 deers
Saha, I'm going to break
are
it down.
coming.
Yeah, Ashwa, Saha, Ashwau, Atra, Agacha, etc. That's what it says. So you combine Saha, Shwa, Shwau. Got that so far? Combine the Au plus Ashwavatra, Ashwavatra. This is Sandhi. And then combine the long A's, the 2 A's. Just Sandhi, that's pure Sandhi. This is like actually scriptural text, kind of, Sandhi. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Anything else?
The third one?
Yep.
So we were wondering that Adhyapaka yo naraha. So, yeah.
That's a dual, which case?
Okay. So dual genitive.
Yeah. So what does it say then?
The 2 teachers.
So
No, just one teacher.
The man's 2 teachers.
Yeah, so the man of the 2 teachers.
Oh.
Which is man's 2 teachers. Oh,
No, you need to use a proper grammar in English. The man of the 2 teachers.
Okay, yeah, okay. That is why it came as iti. Okay.
Yeah. The man of the 2 teacher asks. Kada, when is when.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man of the teachers.
In this one, Ashwa, I think it's plural. Balo, is that also a plural and coming as Bala, Santi to Balo? Because the main question we have is Agachanti as well, Atragachanti, Va Atragachanti. So it must be a plural means case. So Ashwa looks like plural. And then Balo, we were not sure it's a Balaha. So in that case, what I remember is that if we are using 2 nominative with Va, then the closest to the verb, that form will be followed. So whether it will be agachati or agachanti.
Yeah, with va, you can, you don't have to stick with necessarily with the case because it's va or. But if I use cha, then ideally the t should follow the number of the word closest to it.
Okay, so
however, technically, yes, it is right. If I put Ashwa closer to the anti, you see that? Ashwa, that means multiple horses. If that was closer to, that would be more correct. Because that would be less confusing. Because remember what I said earlier, put the verb should take the number of the noun closest to it. The verb should take the number of the verb closest to it. But in this case, that's not true.
So can you translate it, Andre, again?
Okay, let's Adhyapakaha. So here we said the man of the 2 teacher asks, right? Kada, when Ashwaha Balaha, when do the horses va, see that va, Balaha va. So when do the horses or the boy Atra Agachanti, come here. Again, this is just pure Sandhi. He's making it more complex than it actually is, but quite straightforward. Okay, next.
Right. Well, I have a quick question.
Yep.
If you don't mind. I was looking at the book and it's kind of hard to show, but maybe this is reversed. Either way, for the sorry, the
first get us onto the right number so we can all see.
Oh, if you go up a bit, number 1 or 2, it really just anything with Ena, Bojanena. I guess the book is showing like Ramena or Suryena, not Sur not like Ramanena or Suryanena.
Bhojana, bhojana, bhojanena, dugdham, dugdha,
I think it's just Dugdhena.
dugdhena.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about there.
Yeah, okay, good. Thank you for pointing me out to that.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Dugdhena. Bhojanena. What do we say? We said dugdhanena. Okay.
Yeah.
And Michael corrected us and said dugdhena. Correct.
Okay, thanks.
I have a question, Andre.
Yes.
If you go to the Shanti section again, stage 3, when you look at the third one, I'm just trying to understand what to look up to. When you look at that, do you like go through the Shanti rules literally, or that just comes to your head automatically broken? When you look at that.
Yeah. So
is that spontaneous?
Yes. So see how I put it pink now? So that's just to kind of like bring it up. Like, yes, there's presence of Sandhi here. Careful. But in the real life, you're not going to have colors, make it so easy. So this means that, you're going to be seeing this one big line and your brain is going to just spontaneously go, okay, whenever I see this itya, it just comes automatically. So it's iti, and then, because this itya means iti.
Okay, so if someone put in enough effort, it's not even going to be a conscious process. Like you'll subconsciously break them up and understand it automatically?
Yeah, automatically. Yeah.
Okay.
Or just, you go, you just keep on seeing these, patterns of or, itya, kada, shwa, it just comes automatically. Balo, it's balaha.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on. How was the first conversation, by the way? Just read through. Was that fun?
Yes.
Yay.
And some pronouns like saha, sa were used. So it was good to actually see them.
Yeah, it's a little bit different take on the Sanskrit. I want to bring you like different schools, so you're not just stuck with the textbook of all geekiness and stuff. So this is kind of like spontaneous.
Sorry, can I ask something, Andre?
Yes.
So we found that like her is sa, and him
is sa.
Is sa. So is it like it's put it as like the him thing is put as sa and 2 dots. So how is it different from the other saha, like Vinena saha, and so?
Sa is just like that. Sa and then saha.
So this would be used in the beginning of a sentence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Other than the other saha, like with ena saha, there would always be.
Oh no, that's saha. That's like sa. That's different. Saha.
Oh, so you actually put a ha there. Okay.
Yeah. That's visarga saha. Is him. This is he, and then saha is with an actual ha. All right. So chapter 6. As I said, we have done. One, ablative, we've done. Gajat, yep, we've done. Genitive, we've done. Genitive, we've done. Paradigms, we've seen. Iti, we've seen. We've learned grammar. Oh my goodness, whole chapter 6 done already. Let's move on. Hopefully you've done some of this homework, right? Homework will be, by the way, this, and you will find this very easy, number 7. The reason is because you've done this in class now, but I've just changed some words around. However, I want you to do it again by yourself, and you'll find it extra easy. So number 7, by the way, homework. Page 64, number 7. Okay. Chapter 7. 2 new cases and we're done with all of the cases that exist in Sanskrit. And then we can create so many sentences that you just cannot end how many sentences you can create. Okay, let's learn about vocative. Vocative means is used to call out, to address someone. Oh, Rama, come here. Oh, wife, do the laundry. Oh, husband, fill up the petrol. Oh, Andre, move on. We get the point. And you start the sentence with vocative. Just like if I say to you, oh, wife, come here. It's the first thing that you say in the sentence. So it's vocative first. The declensions for vocative are exactly the same as nominative. Exactly the same. Nothing to learn. Except when you address someone, you don't say Ramaha, you say Rama. You just use the stem. That's it. That's the only difference. The dual and the plural is the same. Ramaha is exactly the same. But vocative, you will mostly be using singular. Okay, I only address one wife. I only say one wife. I don't say, oh, 2 wives, do the laundry. So vocative for Rama is Rama. Vocative for boy is Bala. Vocative for deer is Mrga. That's it. Easy. Rama. Kutra Bala Gachati. Rama. Kutra Bala Gachati. Rama. Kutra Bala Gachati. What did I say?
For Rama, where does the boy go?
Excellent. Uttamam. Mama Putra. Kada Kadasi. Nawadasi.
My son doesn't say when he eats.
Mama Putra. Kada Kadasi. Nawadasi.
When eats, doesn't speak.
Oh, my son. Kada Kadasi. When you eat. Yeah.
Do not speak when you eat.
Yeah.
Because it's vocative.
Mama Putra, oh my son. Kada Kadasi, when you eat.
Do not speak.
Not Wadasi, don't speak. Instead of saying Mama Putraha, Mama Putra, because you're addressing the boy. Therefore, vocative is addressing, calling out. Okay, locative, one of my favorite cases, because now you can say in or on, finally, in the village, on the horse, in the city, on the elephant, in the class, etc. So locative equals location. In, comma, on. That's all you need to know about locative. Let's bring up some examples. Sanskritam. Refresh, please. Okay. Okay, expresses location, in, on. Here's a paradigm. Nara plus a. You get rid of that last a, and then we have nare. Nagare, in the city. Nare, in the man, on the man. Ashwe, on the horse, in the horse. Gaje, on the elephant, in the elephant. For duo, same thing as genitive. Narayoho. How would you know whether it's talking about of the 2 men or on the 2 men? The context will tell in the sentence. And then one more to learn here is on many men, Nara plus eshu. Nareshu. Okay? On many men. Repeat. Nare. Nare. Nare out loud. Nare. 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 Narayoho. 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 Nareshu. 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 Nare. Nare. Narayoho. Nareshu. Nare. Narayoho. Nareshu. Nare. Narayoho. Nareshu. Okay, I hope you did that out loud. You can make a song out of it. Nare, nare, nare.
You can rap.
Yes, exactly. We'll make a rap out of the whole paradigm next week. I'm going to write this down. Actually, thank you for the idea. Rap paradigm. Get ready. Okay. I live in the city. What's live? I live. Wasami. In the city, Nagare Wasami. Repeat. Nagare Wasami. I stand on the horse. I stand. Tishtami. On the horse, Ashwe. Ashwe tishtami. She speaks. Wadati. In the village. Village. Gramaha. Grame. Grame. Wadati. Man lives in the village. Man lives. Wasati. Naraha. Wasati. In
Andre,
the village. Yes.
I'm sorry, may I interrupt? For she speaks in the village, just because we've learned about sir and sa, would you say, because it's she, would we say grame sa vadati?
Ideally you put yeah, good, thank you, Veronica. I get it. So ideally you put sa grame vadati. That will make it very clear that it is she, but we have not gotten onto pronouns yet. So for now, we just stick with vadati, which means he speaks, she speaks, or it speaks.
All right. I thought it was in the previous thing and Sophie educated us, but that's fine.
Yeah, when we come officially to pronouns in the course, then I will start using the sa grame vadati or saha grame vadati. Yeah. Like proper, proper speaking format, like in English.
Thank you.
Okay, man lives in the village. Man lives Naraha Wasati. In the village, Grame Naraha Wasati or Naraha Grame Wasati. Okay, water is in the cup. Goknur, water is in the cup.
Okay. Chashame Jalam Bhavati.
Yeah, good. So what in the cup, Chashakaha is cup.
Chashakaha is cup. Chashakai. Chashake.
Yeah, they're really tricky, aren't they? When you just like bring these new letters in, it's so confusing, isn't it?
So you remove A and A.
Yeah. So Chashakaha, Chashake.
Chashake Jalam Bhavati.
Excellent.
Thank you, Andre.
There is a leaf in the water. Remember, as Swarna said, don't take this literally, just there. Just leaf is in the water. Roji, there is a leaf in the water. A leaf is parnam.
Tratra parnam jale asti.
Yeah, just erase this there. It's just like a leaf in the water.
Okay.
A leaf is in the water.
Sure. Parnam jale asti.
Yeah, okay, good. Bhavati. Yeah, so parnam jale bhavati.
And would it be correct to also say jale paranam?
Yes, that's style too. So this means you put the cases in front and then the nominative and the verb at the end. Oh, this is my favorite. Beloved is everywhere in my heart. How romantic, huh? Okay, beloved, beautiful word. Priyaha. This is referring to beloved like him. There's also priya if referring to her. So beloved is priyaha. Everywhere we learn about sarvatra. In my heart, heart is hrdayam. So hridaye. So let's break this down.
Lovely.
Mama hridaye. In my heart. Beloved, in my heart, everywhere is. Okay, so you must all say this to someone that you love today. In your head or maybe in front of them. Or to Parameshwaraha. Okay. Garment is on Rama. Joy.
Rame Basram Bhavati or Asti.
Goody goody. Did you want to get that? Rame Vastram Bhavati. Where do I stand on the elephant? Veronica?
Gaje Kutra Tishtami.
Excellent. Oh, Rama, come here, please. Money?
Rama.
Rama.
Kripaya.
Kripaya. Atra.
Agachati.
Agachati.
Oh, good. See, they're speaking as one. Yes, correct.
Would you say agachasi because O Rama is you? You're talking to you.
Remember, yeah, good point, Veronica. Remember how we said in the saying it's more like appropriate to address like gachati. You can say gachasi, oh, you come here, but also we can say gachati. That's a more polite way to say it.
Right.
Rama, atra agachati kripaya. Rama, atra agachasi kripaya. Same.
Dhanyavada.
So, homework. Only number 6 that I've mentioned before. Okay. Page 63, page 64, number 7. That's your homework. Page 64, number 7. Also, homework is page 75. New vocab. Teacher. Acharyaha. Repeat. Acharyaha. Teacher. Acharyaha. Teacher. Chandraha. Moon. Chandraha. Moon.
Chandraha. Moon.
Chintayati. He thinks. Chintayati. He thinks. Chintayami. I think. Jalam chintayami. I think about the water. Chandra. Yes?
It says chintat, right? It in the Visarga.
Chint.
Chint.
Chint is the root, and then from the root you create chintayati. Pash pashyati. Repeat. Pash pashyati. He sees. Pash pashyati. He sees. Shishyaha. Student. Shishyaha. Student. Suryaha. Sun. Suryaha. Sun. Suryaha. Sun. Shishyaha. Student. Chint. He thinks. Chintayati. He thinks. Chandraha. Moon. Acharyaha. Teacher. You should be saying this out loud. So this is your homework. Get familiar with these words, repeat them out loud, because next week we will use them in our conversations with locative.
So Andre, got a question. You said Jalam Chintayami. I think about the water. So previously we learned Prachati, like ask, or Vadati, speak about elephant, and ask about elephant. So this about also applies to think.
Yes, this means you fill in this word about. Sanskrit, you understand Sanskrit better if you understand fillers. Water, I think. That's literal. I think of the water. I think about the water. You can even say I think of the water if you translate it into English.
So would it be jalasya? No.
No.
Of water. No, it's not
You
like
can say you can say jalasya chintayami. I think of the water. But also, see, if we take it literally, then we try to make these like very strict rules. Even jalam chintayami, I think of the water. I think about the water.
Okay.
Because jalasya would actually, although it's literal, it would mean like a possession thing, which is not what the context is not right.
It is right, actually. I think of the water, even though I've never seen such usage. Jalasya chintayami. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I think of my water, maybe then you could put jalasya, but not I think of water. Anyway.
Yeah. So the whole point is you're allowed to do these fillers, and this will be very prominent as we go deeper into the course. Else you'll be like, well, you said that, but it doesn't now check out. So I'm just going to say this. You need to relax the firmness, the strictness.
Andre, just a question. So instead of the water, if you put it like, if I'm saying I think about my daughter, or I think about my son. So there, can we say like, because it is like my son, can we say putrasya chintayami?
Mama putram chintayami.
So we would say okay.
Of me, son, I think of. Mama putram, my son, I think of.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Homework. By the way, this Nara paradigm is 40% of all words in Sanskrit. So now by mastering this Nara paradigm, the 8 declensions, you basically now 40% there in the entire Sanskrit language. And it's the most common in all words. So that's why it's so crucial that you understand and get the whole, that's why we will wrap it next week. Okay, and finally, page 76, I want you to write this out in IAST format. Okay, whether you know Devanagari or not, still need to write it down in IAST proper format. IAST means with the Roman letters with the diacritics.
Can you spell what you just said? IAST?
IAST is the Roman, this is IAST, Roman characters with these diacritics.
Yes. What is IAST? How do you actually spell it?
International Alphabet of Sanskrit Transliteration. That's what it means in short.
Right.
Which basically means diacritics.
Yes.
IAST means this, IAST. That's short for what I just said.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was a new Sanskrit word.
No, it's just short. Okay.
Sorry, Andre, on page 76, you just want us to do the exercise 1?
That's it, just number 1.
1, okay, thank you.
So it's not much. You're just doing number from previous exercise, chapter number 7, and here you're doing here. That's it. It's not much work for this week. Okay, finally, I want those with Devanagari who are practicing, I want to cover something with you, that because chapter 7 is like, that's when Devanagari becomes quite prominent. So stay after. Now, I want to do some exercises with you. For the rest of us, I will see you next week and have fun with this. Okay?
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Danam dhanyavadaha.
Vargaha samaptaha sadhayantu. Class is over. I will see you next week.
Dhanyavadaha aham sadhayami.